Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Melissa and I upload new videos every Wednesday and Saturday. So if you're new here, please subscribe down below and click the notification bell so you're notified every time I upload a new video. So today I wanted to talk to you guys about 10 things that you can be doing during quarantine if you're still forced to stay at home. I live in Southern California, so we definitely have to stay at home still because our quarantine is still in effect. I know that there are some states that have uplifted their quarantine and more things are opening up. We're definitely moving in that direction here in Southern California, but we still have stay-at-home orders. And I know it's just for our safety, but it can be really difficult at times to think of things that you want to do while you're at home or things that you can do because there's so many restrictions still. So I wanted to make this video for you guys just to give you some ideas. Obviously you don't have to do all 10 things that I say. Maybe I have something on my list that you didn't think of. So I really hope you guys enjoy this video. If you're interested in hearing the 10 things that I think that are fun to do during quarantine, then just keep on watching. Okay, so I have them written down on my phone right here. So the first thing I wrote down is clean and organize your space. So I am like a really big advocate of this. I think this really makes you just feel better in general when you're living in a clean area, whether it be, you know, like for me it's my apartment, whether it's your home, maybe it's just your bedroom that you're staying. If you're spending a lot of time in that space, you want to make sure it's a clean and organized space. You just feel better when you're in a clean and organized space. Also, that it takes time to do that, so you're killing time when you're organizing and cleaning. So at the beginning of quarantine, I like rearranged my whole closet. I got rid of some clothes. I found some clothes that I didn't even know I had. So it's just a really productive thing to do during quarantine is organize the stuff around you, and it just makes you feel better. So that's number one. Number two is catch up on some series or TV shows that you maybe have not finished yet. Maybe you started one a really long time ago and then you just stopped watching it because you didn't have enough time. Now is your time to, you can even start it over. You can start over and watch your new series. Get some suggestions. I did make a video on Netflix suggestions, so I will link that in the description and you guys can go ahead and watch that. If you have any suggestions for me, please let me know down below in the comments. But this is a really good time to really, you know, get into a good series, whether it be on Netflix, Hulu, or any other program. Okay, so number three is workout or try new workouts. So I know it's really easy to be lazy during this time, especially when you have nowhere to be, and you can just, you know, sit on your couch or in your bed and watch Netflix all day. But I think it's really good to get a workout in here and there. It's just obviously good for your physical health, but it's really good for your mental health as well. So it does not have to be every single day, but maybe try a new routine. Maybe work out, you know, 3 times a week. I'm trying some new workouts. I am 7 months pregnant, so obviously I'm very limited on what I can and cannot do. But I've been trying some new workouts on YouTube. So YouTube is a really good place to look for workouts because there's so many and so many different kinds. So I've been doing workouts specifically for pregnant women, and I've been really enjoying them. They're just like things that I probably would have never done before, but I found that it's a really good workout and they're really short too, so it's doable. I've been doing like 20 to 25 minute workouts, and that's just 20 to 25 minutes out of my day. So it's really doable. Try new things you might not think that you would like before. This is your time to try new things. Okay, number 5 is start a new hobby. I think this is the number one thing on my list that I just really appreciate because I did that. So I started my YouTube channel during this quarantine and it has been the best decision that I made this whole quarantine because it has taken a lot of my time, but I have really enjoyed it. So because we have the time, you can really dive deep into the hobby that you've always been interested in, and there's no pressure because you have time. So there would be times where I got really frustrated because I didn't know how to edit something, and then I would just put it away for a day and like, okay, I'll come back to it later. So if there is something that you've always wanted to try, now is your time to do it, because there really is like no pressure on getting it right or getting it by a certain time. You might realize that you don't like that hobby, and that's okay. So at least now, like, okay, I tried it, it just wasn't for me, and that's perfectly fine. But I really suggest trying something new. Maybe it's cooking, maybe it's art, it can be anything, maybe social media. But yeah, this is your time to just, if you've ever been curious about something and want to try it out, I think this is a really good time to do something like that. Okay, so number 6 is, I think, really important as well, self-reflect. And I also wrote down create a vision board. So I think this is a really good time to self-reflect on where you're at in life, whether it be professionally or personally. This is a really good time to see, okay, I'm at this spot and where do I want to be? Because for some people, it might not be a common thought to think, okay, you know what, in a year, do I still want to be where I'm at now? Obviously, it's a little difficult during this time because we're in like the land of the unknown. Like, we really don't know what's going to happen because of this worldwide pandemic. But it doesn't mean we have to stop living our lives and stop planning our futures, because we will eventually go back to our normal lives. They might be a little bit different, they probably will be, but we still have control over our lives. So yeah, I think creating a vision board, and it doesn't have to be a physical board, it could be a digital vision board, or it could also just be a journal entry, it could be a video. Nobody has to see this, it's all for yourself, and I think it's a really good way to just self-reflect, and you have the time to do that right now. Okay, number 8, I put reach out to family and friends. So I know there has been times during this quarantine where I felt really down and I felt really lonely, especially because it's just me and my husband at home and he's going to work, so I spend a lot of time alone. But I think this is a really good time to just like reach out to family and friends, and like find that person within your friend group or your family that you can just vent to, because sometimes we need that. And then you just don't know, you might be reaching out to somebody and they needed that as well. So yeah, I think this is a good time to really get to know your family and your friends, whether it be virtually over the phone or in person. Like, maybe you're at home with your family and you don't spend a lot of time with your brother. Get to know your brother now, you have time. But yeah, do that. I think it's really helpful for both parties. And number 10, the final thing that I wrote down, is recreate your favorite activities at home. So I know a lot of us are missing like concerts or sporting events that we maybe even had tickets to go to. I was really missing the movies, shopping. You guys, recreating stuff at home is honestly pretty fun, because the whole process of recreating it, you just have to be creative with it. So say you really wanted to go to this concert, well, like, have a concert at home. If you have a backyard, maybe you can get a projector and just recreate things at home. My husband and I did a movie night here at home, and we had our favorite snacks that we would regularly have at a movie theater. and we redid it at home, and honestly it was a really fun like date night. So I think it's really easy to just feel like you can't do anything. I was at that point where I was like, we can't do anything, we can't have fun at all. That's not true. You definitely can have fun at home. And then like I said earlier, if you try new things, you might find something that you really enjoy, and then that can be something that you do regularly now, you know, during this stay-at-home orders. But yeah, those were the 10 things on my list. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I know it's hard during this time, especially if you're living in Los Angeles County. I know this past couple weeks we've been getting some, you know, tough news that we thought we were going to be able to like go back to our normal lives soon, and then we heard that we are probably not for the next few months. And just try to remember it's for our own safety. And I know it's hard, trust me, I know. It's been, you know, very frustrating to be home during this time and to not be able to go out with friends or family or to do things that you would regularly like to do. But because we are stuck in this situation, I think it's best to just make the best of it and remain positive. Just always remember that it's not always going to be like this. Yeah, so if you guys have any questions for me, if you have any suggestions of other activities that you think that I might enjoy, please leave a comment down below, and I will see you guys in the next video.